Oh God.
We live.
Oh man, what's good, everybody? We are a collective of people here today to
Are
talk
you sure
about
about that?
things and stuff. Let's see. Today I have my homeboy for damn near a fucking decade now. Caine is in the building, and for all of my people who watched my last interview, which was technically also my first interview, y'all know Danny.
Hello, everyone.
Um, So even though this is my channel, we are basically going to do the same format that we did last time with the first interview. I'm going to let Danny ask the questions, or the majority of the questions, because we have questions too. But yeah, so let's get this shit started. What's up, you guys? How's y'all's day been so far?
Yeah, for real. Okay, do we have any? I think I see a comment on the chat right now. Look on the.
Yeah, I
Okay,
see him.
nice. Okay.
Hey,
Okay. Kyle, I think you should tell us about the new project you've released recently.
My project.
Yeah, that's the first question.
Let's see. I think I've put out like 2 or 3 EPs since we did that first interview. I put out Here You Go, which was the one that I was planning on doing the day of our interview. I put out Not a Sampler, which was a sample-based project, self-explanatory. And I put out Oops about a week or so ago, or 2 weeks ago.
Now, did any of those projects have any certain tone or what?
With Not a Sampler, it was basically just me trying to get a bunch of songs that I use samples on predominantly, like stuff like that. I've been sitting on a lot of those tracks for a long time, so I was just ready to get that out. With the other 2 EPs, I'm just trying to take all my unreleased music and finish it and put it out so that I can start a new chapter, a new wave of myself, if you will.
Now, you came out with a song in tribute to one of your friends who passed away. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, man. My friend Corey passed away when he was about 13, just about to turn 14. I've known him since the very first day I started school. He was one of the first friends I ever met that wasn't like a family friend or something like that. Me and him were pretty tight, like for the majority of our friendship and all that through elementary school and middle school and all that. And yeah, one day when I was recording some songs for my second mixtape, the YouTube Teen mixtape, I was his cousin hit me up and was like, "Hey, he just passed," and I'm like in shock, like, no, he didn't just pass. But yeah, so that happened and all that. So one day recently, I was just randomly sitting down, like thinking about him and stuff, and I had this beat. I just bought this beat from Rick and Thaddeus. I was listening to it, and it sounded sad, but every time I have a sad beat, it's like a breakup song or something like that. I'm tired of making songs like that, so I'm like, I'm gonna just make this song about Corey. It'll probably be fire, and I loved it. It turned out great.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask Caine a question now. Caine, just tell us how'd you get started, because I don't really know.
like with making music.
Yeah.
So when I first started making music, I was like 10. I went through way too many cringy ass names that EK probably remembers like shit.
I remember 90% of them.
And like when I first started making music,
yeah,
it was like real, like it was more like corny because it would be bitten off of like other artists, mostly like Hobson, and I would steal EK's cover art for my shit. So
oh wow,
I would do that, and then around 2015 was when I met Six, and he kind of made me like change my style a little bit. Oh look, he just popped up in the chat when I met
Hey, what's good, Six?
nice.
But like when I got introduced to him, He made me want to stop like trying to focus so much on lyrics and then like make it actual songs type shit. So when I first started making like music like seriously, it was in like 2015, and I was supposed to drop an actual mixtape called Crime Scene. I forgot what I did, but I pissed Six off, and then he made Crime Scene instead, and I got mad at shit, and I didn't drop nothing for about another 2 years. And I had dropped the Bipolar Express, which wasn't even like I never set it up to where it was supposed to go the way I wanted it to. My dog Noah in here too. I never set it up, but I think that's her. Yeah, that's her. But like, I never set it up to where it was supposed to come out the way I wanted it to. It was just since I never dropped the fucking project besides the ones I had beforehand that I don't even count. I just put a bunch of shit together, and then whatever songs I did, I put them on there. Then I finally made my first mixtape with like ADHD, and I think that was more so like when I was starting to try to like find my sound type shit.
Interesting. Okay. What are some of your main influences?
In music?
Yeah.
Six, EK, Chief Keef, Lil Wayne, Rob Banks. My influence, like the music I make now, is more like Travis and Future influence, with like a little bit of like old like 2016, 17 Smoke Perk.
Oh, okay. Now, what's the best song you've ever made a self-made clean version of? Because back in the day, we talked about this before we went on the air. Now I know EK well from like years ago, but I also knew DD Caine back when he was known as Rick Dawsey. And we would, talk about Eminem and Fanboy and that kind of shit. And he'd say, "Oh, I made a clean version of what was it? What was it?
Riding."
Evidently, I think you mean songs are like in general.
I mean, like I think it was specifically Eminem for the most part, right?
Yeah.
And that was funny.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like his songs because he used to do that shit with me too. He'd send me clean versions of his songs from back then.
Oh,
I had to because I wanted my people to listen to that shit. But then, like, since they still knew I was cussing, they was like, "Yeah, nah, that's still not. I shouldn't show up."
And if you're a crazy Eminem fan, you might know that the clean version of the D12 album "Devil's Night" is very hard to come by. So
I have tried to find that shit. I still cannot find that. That is a collector's item that I will never find. Niggas paid $5 for that shit and then bought another copy of that shit. And I'm like, bro, why? I could have bought that.
I think I do know one guy who did have it at one point. Who he put it on his YouTube page. He used to go buy a clean rap music 5,000.
I remember him.
Wait, yeah.
You guys,
I don't know. We remember him.
Okay, yeah.
I remember him. Like he was a little kid back then, wasn't he? Like he was a little kid, like 8 or something like that.
Maybe, but
he made one of my mixtape covers. I forgot which one it was though. I think it was.
Yeah, he made all.
He made the first Bulletproof cover.
Really? Well, I mean, I may have to get.
That was a good cover. I like that cover. Better.
I'll get in touch with him.
That's the guy.
I'll get in touch with him and ask if he still have it. Now, the other guy is Kevin Bow 202, who was the other big Eminem collector. I don't remember for sure if he had the clean version of Devil's Night, but he definitely knew it existed.
Okay. I think that's the same version.
No, it's not. It's not. No, I don't think he knows who he is that well, Danny. Like, I don't think he does.
Oh, that's weird.
Wait, I think I know who you're talking about because I think that was the guy I was talking about that I said I bought 2 copies of the same fucking album.
That might have been Evan bought 2 or 3 copies.
Definitely him. Because I remember when I got expelled from school, I was still trying to find that shit. I was sitting on my grandma's couch trying to find it, and then I had seen that, and I'm like, nigga, why did you have to buy 2? Like I went there looking for it, and then the very second I that sold out, and I'm just like, bro.
Yes,
that's funny. Hey, shout out Diablo. I see you in the chat, bro. What's good?
Hold on, I'll just hold on. Let's see if this works. Oh god. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. Oh, okay. I think this is it.
Hold on. I think. Okay, that's my bad.
Okay, yeah, this guy was the one who used to have all the good Eminem CDs and stuff, and his YouTube channel got shut down. Not gonna go into that, but you can still look at his website and maybe send him a message of some kind.
That's his website. I didn't know he had a website.
Yeah, he made a website. Yeah, Kevin gets
I had no idea.
KevinBo202, KevinBo202.com.
If I go in there and I still can't find the version of Devil's Night, bro, I'm gonna be tight.
God, yeah. Even I didn't get it. Well, actually, I'm not that good of a collector, but
I had a few of the songs off of that shit because I had downloaded it and then that computer got fucked up. And then I'm like,
oh god. Also, the censorship on the Marshall Mathers LP is just
the
inconsistent.
dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I want to know whose idea it was to do that. Like, who's behind that shit?
I guarantee you, Eminem himself was behind that shit. He's like, listen, it's gonna be clean, but it's gonna have enough. It's gonna have enough Eminem in it to where it's not an instrumental track. To where it's not an instrumental.
You're right.
I mean, you can say that was the dumbest shit ever. Like, so you telling me you can say bitch on the clean version, but hoe gets censored? That makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah. And also, shit was uncensored as well, which doesn't make sense.
To me, shit don't even sound like it's supposed to be a cuss word.
Well, back I think 20 years ago it did, but nowadays no one cares. But still. Anyway, so what are the? Okay, I think. Wait, what? Do we have a question in the chat?
No, not really. I was trying to think of one for Bullet because I want him to talk about like basically how he came across my shit because I remember how like we made our first song and shit, but I just want to know how the fuck you found me, dog.
Okay,
really?
Well, that's good.
Found you through Eminem, like your Eminem collection. That was how I found you.
Yes, same.
That's everybody. That's fucking everybody, bro.
And now that video's not even up on his page no more. He deleted it.
Nah, I found him through his Eminem collection. Then I found him through like when he did that Justin Bieber shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that was so cringe, bro.
Why don't you tell it, Kyle? I forgot to mention this in the last one. Why don't you tell us the Justin Bieber story? Because we're just.
Man, I was fucking. I'm gonna just go shoot myself right now, bro.
We violated me. We violated too.
Okay, look. So I it was like what 2010? Yeah, 2010. This was like my third talent show I did in a row. I was in like 7th grade or some shit when that song came out. The only reason I did Baby by Justin Bieber was 2 reasons. The girls really liked it and they knew I could sing, so they begged me to do it. And I only did it because of the Ludacris verse, because that's when I really started getting into rapping fast. I knew that I could easily bag the Ludacris verse, and I did. Like, the video's not up no more, but in the video, like, as soon as I hit that, there was nobody that could ever, I don't remember the part, but, like, bitches was like, that shit was cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Somebody need to find your cover and fall for your type.
I'm going to redo that eventually.
I know for a fact I got a remix of that sitting in my email. I said 6 too.
That's funny.
I came in to RG making R&B music.
Yeah, and sometimes I forget that Ludacris even had a part in that song. You know, that's kind of overlooked.
I was mad as shit when I realized The Dream wrote that song. I'm like, damn, my favorite singer wrote one of the most annoying songs I've ever seen in my life.
Nah, whenever him and Bieber performed that at like some fucking award show in Canada, I think, but Drake performed like a whole different verse.
That's good. I know Drake hated that man during that time period.
I'm not sure who I would have liked better, to be honest, Ludacris or Drake. I mean,
I like Ludacris and I like
Drake's verse was ass in my opinion.
There's a lot of Drake verses.
Drake on that song, that verse though, like that verse for that song for Drake was a no. Ludacris was way better on that song, but in the long haul, the general spectrum, I say Drake.
That was a Drake kind of song. That's the thing that makes it so sad.
That's true. Now another topic we forgot to. Me and EK talked about this over messages, but we forgot to mention it in the last one. It was Eminem had a fan break into his house in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah. I just read some updates about that the other day. Like he got sentenced not too long ago, and he's gonna sit because they got probable cause to believe that he was actually trying to kill M.
Oh God.
I knew Revival was trash, but I don't think it was that serious.
Shut the fuck.
You are the only person to know that hates that album. Like literally the only. Everybody else hates that album.
Wait, which album?
You grounded. You are grounded. You are grounded.
I'm never in the house except for now, so I can't be grounded. I'll leave through the window.
There you go.
I wish I was
and a 27-year-old man has been, he broke into the hip-hop artist home in a gated community on April 5th and allegedly threw a brick through the kitchen door's window in the back of his house. And, oh God. Can you imagine Marshall's reaction? He would have been like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well,
here,
they said what I read was that the guy walked up to M while he was sleeping, and M woke up like, "What the fuck?" and pretty much just drugged the guy out of his house and brought him to security. Like, what the fuck? You didn't see this guy? Like, goddamn.
You treated him like Wink on 8 Mile.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in years. I gotta rewatch it. Shit. I wonder where did he even find out that where Eminem even lived. I thought that would have been like top secret information, but that was probably a rare.
No, people know. People know M's just got like really good security, and he's got a fat ass fucking gate over his whole shit. I've seen Eminem's house before, not in person, but like on video and shit. People know where M lives.
I want to see if anybody knows where Wayne lives. I need that collab.
No, people know where Wayne lives too. I've seen people drive up on Wayne at his house, and he'll be like, "Y'all better get the fuck out of here before my homeboy starts shooting," or he said something like that.
I'll take that chance. That Lil Wayne and DD Caine collab needs to happen.
I don't even know why they were just there. Like they were there on some like that day that Joe Budden chased them kids with rocks type shit. They were just there to fucking antagonize him and shit, and it was pissing him off.
Give me like 3 years, I'm gonna be on the Carter 6. I'm manifesting that shit. That shit needs to happen.
Oh, hold on.
Shit. Let's see. I told y'all to write down questions, and I didn't even take my own advice. I failed hard.
Nigga, I had ADHD. I was known for to write them damn questions then. The very second you said that, I said, damn.
I think we'll start a Kickstarter campaign to make the DD Caine and Lil Wayne collaboration happen. Right?
And after that, if I don't get that, I at least need DD Caine featuring LP Rambo and Chief Keef.
That would go off.
That's perfect chemistry right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'll show off my Eminem figurines here. Not figurines, but tapes. Okay, here we go. The 3D Eminem. The 3D Eminem show. No, I know they came out with figurines actually, but I don't have that. They did that like that. Got that animated cartoon, right? Oh God, I don't want everybody to know that. Okay, now here's Encore. It's not very well liked, I know, but
that was ass. It's better than Revival, but it's still ass.
I thought okay, here's my other copy of Encore. It's like Ukrainian or Russian or some shit, but it's still sealed. This was pretty good. I found a guy on Facebook to get this, and that was nice.
You get 2 copies of what?
What?
Why would you get 2 copies of that album? I didn't even like the 1 copy of the album.
Well,
I got 2 copies of that album. Fuck you mean, but
well, one American with like no front cover, and one with the front cover that's Ukrainian and sealed. So you gotta have some difference in it.
That shit just showed me that Eminem also has one of the worst diss tracks of all time because Big Weenie is on that album.
Encore. Oh God.
That was not.
Bro, how old were you? Well, I'm gonna ask both of y'all the same question. How old were y'all? I guess I'm gonna let Danny answer first, just so y'all don't talk over each other. But how old were you, Danny, when you found out about me? And how old were you, Bullet, the first time that you like reached out to me and sent me a message? But Danny, go first.
I'll say 11 or 12. One of them.
Same as Danny. I think I was 11 about
That's funny. Because I had to have been like 15, 16.
I'm just now casually reminded that me and Dylan are the same age.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
I think I met him personally. Either that or I made a song with him before I made a song. Actually, I remember what happened.
He found me. I know that much. I know Dylan found me, and then somehow or another, I can't remember which one of y'all found me first, though. That's the weird thing, because y'all were like really, really close in timing. So I just remember Dylan sending me some shit, and then I remember you sending me some shit.
Probably Dylan, because I was grounded when I sent you some shit.
Yeah.
I stayed in trouble.
Fun fact, Caine used to live in my state. If he would have waited until after the year that I got my first car, I would have literally drove to see him, because he was like 2 or 3 hours away from literally right here.
I hated staying there. I stayed there for like 3 months, and I was still going to school in Florida, which made no sense to me. I was with my grandma. Look, the way shit was set up, everything in Alabama is cheaper because it ain't shit in Alabama. Like, niggas was not trying to check the school that I was going to. So I was basically living there. I was with my parents on the weekends, but I was with my grandma for like the week. So I was only there. I was only there if I wasn't going to school. So I've lived in Alabama and I've lived in different parts of Florida. But I'm mainly from Orlando.
Wow.
The only good thing in Alabama is Sonic. Sonic hits different in Alabama. The last time when I went there and the fucking power went out everywhere.
Wow.
What is your favorite project by yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
Me. That's the only project by me that I actually like from beginning to end. Me.
Really? Damn.
I don't like Stories of an Introvert at all, because the way I listen to it, when I start listening back to it, I'm like, I was experimenting with shit, and like I knew the idea I was going for. I just didn't execute it the way I wanted to execute it, and I was just starting putting shit together. Because on top of that, that tape didn't even have an actual name until like the week I was about to release it. So I didn't even have. I
want to know something, bro. I want to know why the fuck, like, okay, so I do one thing and then you do one thing. Like, you like to you be hella changing your whole ideas up and shit. With me, I be changing my shit up, but when I change it, I archive the old idea to do it later. Like, you don't do that? You just totally get rid of the old idea?
Nah, because I still got songs for other projects that's just there. Like, I still don't know what I'm going to do with
Yeah,
I
feel that.
Like a song that Diablo wanted me to drop called LSD. I remember I put the snippet of that on my fucking Snapchat. I don't know what project that's going on. It's going to go on something because it has to drop. It's just kind of there. I don't know if I'm putting that on Caine or if I'm just putting it on a different tape.
Bro, I literally got 5 projects in the tuck.
Oh my God.
I got Bridge to Caine, the shit with me and Six. We still haven't started working on me, you, and Six's shit yet. And I got Love You Too.
Oh, wow.
There's still songs from my stories that can pop up on there. So.
Bridge is gonna be the EP, isn't it? It's gonna be before the album, right?
I changed my mind with it, and I decided that it was gonna be like some, like, you know how Wayne be doing his shit where it's mostly remixes with like a few original songs. It's gonna be that instead.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
I still want to know how
that did kind of get that point, though.
I still want to know how that Bottom Dollar collaboration came with Diamonds and Gold.
It wasn't a collab. He was doing a contest to see who could sing it the best or some stupid shit like that. So he just posted the instrumental with the backup vocals on it. The only thing that I actually got permission to do was whenever I took his I Love It remix and remixed it and put it on Boop, I hit up his management team and they were like, yeah, fucking use it.
To be fair, it's not even his song, so I'm pretty sure they can't like say no regardless.
No, actually, Iced Coffee was his song. I'm pretty sure. So
Wasn't that like
yeah, iced coffee was his. What?
Wasn't iced coffee like part of a contest though?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing that Bottom Dollar was, just like instead of singing, it was who's got the best verse. But I didn't actually enter the contest. Like I just took the instrumental, recorded over it, and put it on my mixtape. I didn't submit it anywhere.
I low-key, the only contest that I ever wanted to do was like, I was gonna do the one for Poppin' by KSI, but I hate that beat so much. I'm just like, yeah, nah, I'll pass. I tried to give it a chance.
I almost did it, but I don't have no type of nothing to win a contest like that. Like I have like talent and shit, cool. Like I can say some dope ass shit, but a motherfucker with even 1,000 followers is probably gonna trump me. You feel me? Like no matter how good they are.
I just don't think DD Caine and Lil Pump on the same track sounds like it's supposed to go together.
I disagree.
Nah, current Lil Pump and DD Caine does not sound like it goes together. That nigga's not screaming on the song. It just don't work.
Nah, I need that DD Caine and Crip.
Dear God.
That would be kind of hard. Not even
Oh shit.
If anything, if any artist that I used to listen to do a song with now, I think DD Caine and Swizz would be kind of interesting. That nigga even makes sense too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, I got a question for Danny though. I got a question for you real fast, Danny. What is it that made you so infatuated with game shows? Like, what's your deal with game shows?
Oh, well, that's just because, like 3 years old watching the Family Feud or whatever. It's just like, there we go. And it's one of those things where you'll have an interest and you really like it for a phase, and then you move on to something else, then you go back to it. So I kind of balance it all out. I try to balance it out.
Hell yeah, that's cool. I like whenever you upload like bloopers and shit. That should be making me laugh.
Oh, right, for sure.
Oh, and I'm finna answer the question that I didn't answer on the last interview because I misheard you. Fucking okay. You asked me about Pressure Luck.
Yeah.
And I said something about fucking Kelly's Weather.
Yeah. But, you were like, yeah. You were like, yeah.
I like Pressure Luck a lot because I'm a huge fan of Crash Bandicoot, and the first time I saw Pressure Luck and I saw like the double whammy shit, the monster came out and it reminded me of Crash Bandicoot. So I'm like, I don't know, this is a pretty fire ass game show.
For sure. Now, was it the one that's on ABC right now, or did you watch the old version?
It was about 10 years ago. Well, no, it wasn't old one. They were doing old reruns. It was old reruns.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so you probably saw the one from the 80s. That's why.
Y'all just reminded me.
Yeah.
Y'all reminded me of one that used to be high as shit in my grandma's house watching The Price is Right with her.
Yeah, Price is Right. That's another good one. But unfortunately, the Price is Right is kind of stale right now, and I'm not really sure how they're going to pull it off with this COVID shit, and they're still going to do it. I'm not even sure. Now, on the other hand, Wheel of Fortune, it's going to be the same except for a few more feet between Pat Sajak and the other contestants, and the wheel is going to have some protective thing on it, so your hands don't get infected by the thing. And Jeopardy is
weird, bro.
And you know what they're calling it? The fans are calling it the wheel condom. I'm not even kidding. And for sure. And Jeopardy is going to be the same, except for that one guy who won a shitload of money. His name is Ken Jennings. He's going to be the executive producer, and people are thinking that Ken is going to take Alex's job when Alex eventually gets too sick to do it.
Hold up, I just now realized Hit Head asked me a question. I have no idea when that shit is dropping, and I dropped the welcome to from it, so it's just Caine in them. But I'm aiming for like December, because I take way too long to actually finish my projects, because I record, then I don't want to record no more. Then I start making beats, and then when I make beats, like, damn, I like this, but I can't hear myself over this, so then I don't even know what to do.
Damn, I feel that.
I had like 3 niggas ask me for beats, and I'm like, bro, I kind of want to send you this, but at the same time, if I change my mind later and I want to use it, you already used it. And then I'll be petty, and then it's like, damn, see, now it's not your song no more. It's our song now because I'm going to add a verse to it.
That's
what I did with
You're right, because I'll be on that too.
That's why I did Trust the Glock, because that's actually Selly's song that I had mixed for him, but he never dropped the tape that it was supposed to go on. So I just added like an extra part of the beat to it. So after his part ends, my part comes in. And in the beginning, I
So
tried
that's
doing
kind of
that.
like what I did. That's like whenever I wanted you on our song that you remain unnamed right now. You know what I'm talking about.
Man, look, the thing is, I did the verse, but then like after I did it, I didn't like my vocal performance on it. And then it's like, bro, do I really want to re-record this exact same verse? And I keep getting stuck with what to write over it.
That's why I'm not trying to press you that hard. It's because I know you're probably going to do a whole nother verse to it. So I'm just like, when he sends it, he fucking sends it. It's straight.
That's what I did when what's that song me and Six did, that song Young Bull 3? I don't know. Because I had like 4 different versions of that. If I could find the beat, I could literally do like M did with All She Wrote, and I could just make a whole solo version of that song itself. Because I've recorded 3 different verses for that one song. Actually, I'm lying. I can't do that because my verses are on the computer that I gave to Diablo.
Okay.
I hope he never finds some shit.
All right, DJ Caine, why don't you? I listened to most of Confessions of oh no, I'm sorry, I gotta look at the title again. Yeah. And so tell us, what was there any process behind that, or any inspiration or tone or what?
What I do is I listen to artists that I like, and then when they make shit that I don't like from them, I take like the little blueprint from it, and then I try to do something better with it. So when I made Stories of an Introvert, I was stealing, what was it? It was supposed to be like a mix of like Kamikaze by Eminem and then Dead Star 2 by Smoke Perp, because I didn't like either one of those projects. But I got what the goal was for him, so I'm like, I kind of want to do that, but better. But then with like half of Stories of an Introvert ended up just like going on Caine. So most of the actual songs with actual rapping on them ended up on Caine, and then it's more like melodic, like Travis Scott, Future influence type shit. Like lyrically, I think it's my most cohesive project, but like in terms of like the sound, it's kind of all over the place. That was supposed to be like my first album, but then when I re-listened to it, and I had problems with trying to get it on streaming platforms, I'm like, fuck it, this is a mixtape now. Caine would just be the album. And I changed the cover like 3 times, but that's normal. There's still like 7 different covers for Caine.
I see. Yeah, well, I did like the announcements, public service announcement skit that EK was on. Yes, and that was very accurate.
I was trying to continue that.
Did you, Danny? I sent you both of his albums. Did you listen to any of V at all?
Any of what? The second one?
V. It's called V. It was originally VV5, but it's just V now.
Oh, I did hear. Yes, I heard
it was the one with the purple.
Yeah, I heard a few of them from that.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tell you the story behind that skit real fast, because he can do it, but I feel like I can do it too because I'm the one who recorded the shit. So
yeah,
Six did a skit on V, and it was basically him talking about how he don't like the double standard of, you know, females saying men are trash, but they don't really necessarily want to give up their BS. So when Didi hit me up and he was like, I want you on a skit for the album, he was like, I want you to continue like what Six did, but do it your way. And I'm like, shit, bet. Like I have hella girl problems. What the fuck you mean, bro?
Okay.
I think Robot of Oz is like the prime example of that.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you got a lot of examples of that now that I think about it. I don't think I've ever heard nobody rap about being heartbroken as much as you.
I'm not even going to try to argue with that. I'm not going to try to argue with that at all.
The extent of me making songs about being heartbroken is like Sheep Friends, because I don't think I have anything else that actually talks about relationships like that. There's 82.
Like you've got songs that like throw it in there briefly, but like the songs aren't about that. So I feel you.
The only song I have besides "She Friends" that's about a relationship was like '82, but like I was still in that relationship when I made it. And Two Blood, I hate that song because right after I made that song, I was talking about the girl I was with then, and literally right after I finished recording it, I ended up fucking her. So.
Hey,
Wow.
that's funny.
That's good.
No, I mean literally like right after I finished recording, she was at my door texting me, talking about something I'm here, and I'm like, okay, bet.
Bro, I've done that with blank. You know who I'm talking about, but that's happened with me and her, bro. Like she did that to me before. Like right after I got done airing her ass out on the song, she'd be like, "Hey, you trying to hang out?" And I'll be like, "Low key, yeah."
Wow.
I had already made plans to see her, but I was like, bro, I was pissed, and I had to let that shit out. And then when I did, I was like, now that I finished this, I'm finna just contradict what I just did and do something what I just made.
Yeah. Let's see. Are you planning on like it? Dog woke up. Are you planning on releasing any other projects like in between or not in between, but say do you have any of your next year planned out? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, I still got to drop on. I don't know if I'm gonna call it "Love Me Too" still, or if I'm gonna call it a toxic love letter, but it's basically just imagine bitches ain't shit before a whole album.
I like the latter. You should name it the latter title.
I got too many different situations that I can talk about in a way that everybody can relate to. Because everybody got relationship problems that they don't want to talk about. All my niggas know is pain.
Fun.
I think it's mandatory that I put rap on it. Nah, this nigga this nigga Diablo in here talking about my ex.
Ravi, hey, Diablo, funny, bro. I fuck with Diablo.
That nigga brought up goggles. We don't speak about that bitch.
That's weird.
Dirty ass bitch. Nah, she know what she did.
I feel you, dog.
She the reason why She Friends exist. I have to take that whole thing. But the thing is, this how that song even came out or came to be. So it was initially Six's song for like the tape he was gonna do Heartbreak Tales. And then he's like, bro, I got a hook with 2 open verses on it, and he sent it to me. But at the time period, I was still dating Shorty, so I'm like, I don't even know if I want to record anything over it yet because I felt like that would be kind of disrespectful. So I'm like, who gets it? I was like, who is the most toxic nigga that I know that would fit this song? And then I sent it to Rab, and I'm like, yeah, that's just perfect. So he did the second verse of it. Then after he did that, I'm like, now that that's done, and I'm not in that relationship no more.
I think you froze.
I'm pretty sure he froze.
Oh,
I love Six's hook on that song though. Like that song he's talking about though. Six has a LP Rambo. That's what we're talking about. He's got a fire ass hook on that song. But I think you heard it. You said you went all the way to Streetlights. You should have heard She Friend.
Okay. Okay, he's back now.
Did y'all even
You
hear
froze
anything
for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, the internet cut off out of nowhere. I thought my brother was fucking with shit again.
Oh wow.
Did y'all even hear anything I said?
Turn that shit off, bro.
She's mad annoying. I be having to get up, walk all the way to the front. There's a switch that turns the fucking outlet on where the router is, and I be having to turn it back on. Now I gotta wait like 5 minutes for the internet to come back on, and I be tight as fuck.
I feel that.
Always messing with shit. That nigga hid my mic from me this morning.
Oh my god.
No, I kid you not. He literally
That's a fade, bro. That's a fade.
He came into my room and was talking about something. You're always screaming into this thing. I'm like, nigga, let me be.
Wow. Okay, the next question is, what does everyone think about the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries that aired on Lifetime last year?
God.
Legendary. I love it. That's my favorite. No, I'm playing. I
I was gonna say.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a lick of it, bro. I haven't seen any of the R. Kelly doc or the Michael Jackson doc. Like, I don't want to watch the MJ one because I fucking love MJ, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about no R. Kelly, but MJ, bro, that's my shit, dog.
I was literally in the car listening to R. Kelly before I found out about that shit.
Yeah. Well, you can watch all the docuseries on Netflix right now, and it's like I think R. Kelly, he was on some multiple personality type of shit, because people would ask him, "Is that you in the video?"
Yeah.
He'd say, "No, that's my twin brother. That's my twin brother. He doesn't have no twin brother."
I think he admitted that one time.
I would watch his like interviews and shit. Like, I like watching his interviews and shit. Like with the documentaries and shit. I want to watch them, but I don't have Netflix.
Well, the funniest interview was the one with Gayle King on the CBS Morning News or whatever it was.
Yes.
Why would I do these things for 30 years? God.
He said, "Y'all killing me, man.
You're killing me with this shit." Yeah. And the Saturday Night Live parody was just pretty much the same. I mean, because it wasn't really exaggerating.
Shit like that is the reason why nobody in Chicago claims R. Kelly.
I know, right?
Oh, Diablo say, "Hey, bro, that boy got poked. That boy got poked a few days ago, bro. Have you heard about that?"
Nah, I ain't hearing nothing about none of this
Have
shit.
either of y'all heard about R. Kelly getting poked? Bro, no. Somebody walked up to R. Kelly.
I thought you meant Diablo. I'm like, excuse me,
What?
nigga?
No. But y'all see his comments, though. No, hell no. I wouldn't know that. You would know that. You would know that before I would, bro.
That's why I was confused.
No,
like,
but apparently somebody walked up to R. Kelly like within the past 2 weeks and was like, "Yo, one of your victims was my niece," and fucking beat his ass and may or may not have stabbed him.
Yeah.
Wait, was this in prison?
That's the type of shit I like.
Yeah, like recently.
Oh God.
That nigga. That's the type of shit I like to hear.
Yes.
So do either of y'all know anything about Slutty Sonny?
No, what's that?
R.I.P. that man.
R.I.P. bro. R.I.P. So Danny, you know who XXX Tentacion is, right? I hate starting it like this, but I have to.
Yeah, I know who that is.
So when X died, there was this guy that kind of popped up on the scene named Slutty Sonny, and it was basically on some X just died. X's fans wanted somebody to quote unquote replace him with, so they were listening to people like Scar Lords, Fright, Me Slow, and then there was Slutty Sonny and Tokyo's Revenge and people like that. I don't know if you know who any of those people are, but they all make pretty good music. I'm a fan of all of those guys. But so yeah, what'd you say?
I said you got to hear Broly 500. He sound exactly like X2. He sound like melodic.
Oh, I like Broly. I like Broly. Yeah, I like Broly. So yeah. Recently, Danny, probably within the past weeks, but in between August 31st and the 6th of this year, I believe, Slutty Sonny went missing because he kind of like has like he pretty much like battles with demons and shit. So whenever he goes to deal with his own shit, he like kind of disappears. He's one of those types of people. So this time that happened, he went off. He left his homeboys like for a little while because he was depressed or some type shit. So he's missing for like a solid week, and his homeboys are freaking the fuck out. Like everybody's posting shit on Instagram, posting up flyers. If you know anything about Sonny, let us know. And then I believe it was on the 5th or the 6th they found him dead. Or no, he had already been found, just hadn't been identified yet. So somebody found him on the freeway hit by a bunch of cars. And I believe they said that the first car that hit him was like a prison bus or some shit like that. Like he got fucked up or like bad. And I have a hard time not believing that it was a suicide. But a lot of people don't want to believe it was a suicide. But I'm not gonna say that it was or wasn't. I just feel like it might have been. But with that being said, it took them like 3 or 4 days to so what happened was when they found him, they posted it to this missing persons / body identification Facebook group type shit. They posted a picture of his tattoos and his apparel, like his shoes and his shirt and shit like that. And they were like, anybody who knows who this is, feel free to let us know. And then I guess somebody sent that to Tokyo's Revenge, which is like the big homie in that group. And so yeah, that basically like confirmed that he was dead, and it sucks, man. But the reason I brought up X is because like, yeah, he sounds like very similar to X.
Like his actual talking voice sounds like X.
Oh
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
This man
is, and he was just like he was barely about to like fucking there, dude. Like, fuck, dude. Like it would have been like, picture if XXXTentacion died in 2016. Same thing, in my opinion.
I see.
Yeah. Like he died right before he was just finna blow, bro. Like he was just fixing to hit that fucking mark.
I see. So, EK, are you still into collecting Eminem type stuff, or did we cover that already in the last one?
Hell yeah. He just don't put out shit no more. I pretty much got everything. That's not like the action figures and cassette tapes and shit like that. Like I got damn near all the CDs that you can think of.
I would be completely fine if he does not put out another album in a while. I have not liked anything he has dropped since the second Martial Mathers LP. Actually, not. I liked about 4 songs off Music to Be Murdered By, and everything else just kind of.
4?
It was a long ass album, bro. I can only, but like, nah. As far as Revival goes, bro, listen, I can only take so many lines. Like, booty is heavy duty, like diarrhea, bro. That was a grown ass man that said that.
Wow.
No, what's the one? What's the other one? Hold on. There was one more. It was like something about X-Lax, bro. Like I shit on my next chick. I shit on my last chick because she has one of my X-Lax. Like that's one of them.
Now, which song was it where he said, what was it? If I catch you sucking a dick, then you better unsuck it. That I didn't need that either.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember the song.
That's weird. Wow. Interesting.
So how long have you been on YouTube, Danny? Like I don't even know how long you've actually been on YouTube.
Oh, like my old page, that was like, I first made the old page in 2009, and then it got shut down in 2011 or so. Then brought it back in 2012, and then it ended like a year later. But the current page that I have, Game Show Fan 2001, since like fall about 5 years now. Yeah. I don't really like to, think about the old page because that's the cringy and yeah. So I like.
We all hate all of our old pages. All of us hate our old pages.
I like to think I've been on YouTube for only 5 years because technically that's true with the new channel, so it's fine.
I like to think I was on YouTube whenever Dr. Bullet didn't exist.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I started going by just Dorian, but like, yeah.
These are for sale. If anyone's interested, I need money. So yeah, there you go.
That's funny because we're on my channel. Somebody's gonna see this, bro. Somebody's gonna see this.
Yeah, so just go to my channel and you can find my email on that. I'll be happy to make a deal with you. Thank you.
Yeah, if you're interested in buying any type of Eminem type shit, go to the Game Show Fan 2001, or is it just Game Show Fan? I fucked that up. I'm sorry.
No, it's 2001. 2001. You got it.
Diablo called Eminem an angry rich man. It's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I didn't even see that. That's funny, bro. That's funny. That's greatness. Diablo's a legend, bro. I fuck with Diablo.
And also, my last customer, he went to jail for. I told Kyle this, but my last customer, before I even sold it to him, I heard from another person in the same interest. He was like, "Hey, did you sell the tape to so and so yet?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't." And he said, "I heard he got in trouble." I'm like, "What did he get in trouble for?" And he sent this article that was written in the newspaper where he lives that he went to jail for stealing masks from a hospital and claiming he was going to give them to homeless people, right?
Hell no, bro.
And then I see the article. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Why did he do that? And then so I send him a message. I'm like, hey, are you in prison? Knowing that if I didn't get a response in the next like 2 weeks or so, then I'm like, yeah, he's not gonna buy it. He's in jail. He can't use his phone. But then he responds right away and says, no, it was a misdemeanor. The cop knew me before and had a vendetta, and I was only in there for like a few hours, so everything's fine now. I'm like, okay, I'll show you the tape, and it did.
That got to be one of the worst things.
I Hey, I feel like me and you, Bullet, should get like a little narcissistic real quick and ask each other questions about each other.
We can do that.
You first.
All right. Top 5 favorite EK projects before 2015.
What year Callitrico came out in? 2017? 2016?
Yes, 2017.
So, number 1 is Callitrico. Then, I fuck with Happy Valentine's Day. 2 for 2. Wait, nah. Callitrico. Oops.
Oops was hard.
Listen hard, because I forgot that it just came out. Where you go and Happy Valentine's Day.
I said before, but that's cool.
Wait, what? Oh, you said before? I thought you said after. All right, before?
No, I said before.
All right, so I think Boop came out in 2015, so I can't use that one.
You can count that. That was like February, so I made most of that in 2014.
I bet. So Boop, the second collabo collection.
Okay.
Diamonds and Gold.
Word.
Freestyle mixtape of Boredom.
I remember that.
That tape you did with you and Easy versus Too Easy. Those are the very few songs that have Easy on them that I actually liked. He was still off beat, but he was decent. You know,
I'm gonna be honest. Like being that happened so long ago, I kind of like regret taking your part off of that song where you and Easy dissed Eric. Like I know you probably don't give a fuck now, but like I fucking every time I play that CD, I'll be like, man, I don't even have Dorian's parts on that shit no more.
I kid you not, that was me and Easy's first song. I remember that shit too. I don't remember who made that beat. I don't know why the beat is so low quality. That was the first song me and Easy did, and I swear he sent that shit back to me in like 10 minutes. I'm like, damn, you really have absolutely nothing to do.
Let's see. Well, I can't really remember all the names of your project from beforehand. If my old laptop was working, I'll pull it right now. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This one's
I think I only had 3 projects. I had Supervillain, Bulletproof 1, and then Bulletproof 2. I don't think I dropped anything else unless it was some shit that Easy dropped. Oh wait, no, there was that
I
one
have
tape.
Bulletproof 2. Yeah. I still have Bulletproof 2. That's it. What'd you say?
Because I think that's still up actually. I can't delete it, so if you find it, I'm afraid you never find it.
Oh, bro, you remember how I said on the last interview, I'm like, if you want to find my old shit, you can find it on DatPiff. Bro, like all of us cannot delete our old shit off of DatPiff. Like me, you, Six, fucking Khalil. I found Khalil's mixtape.
Oh wow.
Khalil never dropped any of his fucking mixtapes. Me and Six dropped the 2 mixtapes that Khalil has on DatPiff. Khalil only has 3 projects out, and they all came out within like the same year. He has still dropped any project with that.
And I got a collabo project that did with Rizzy. Was it Rizzy?
Yeah. I miss that nigga.
Funny, bro. I like I like going back though and listening to old shit. Even though I didn't know Six back then and shit, I still like listening to your old features that I didn't hear from back then, like that are on Six's old shit. I'd be like, damn, he should have sent this shit to me, bro.
I say when I met Six through Me and You's remix of Homicide by Kevin Gates. I literally remember I remember how that happened because I remember I was going in the comments and he's like, this is when Kick was a thing, and he told me to text him through there, and I did. And then I joined RG and like I joined RG through like when he had kicked out Rizzy, and then I took his spot, and then Rizzy came back, and then
bro, that's crazy.
So that was confusing.
I never knew that.
I was like,
I never knew that.
I felt like if he had met around the same time, if he had met me through our song, then he probably would have met you a little bit earlier. I don't even remember how Six met you. What was the first song y'all did?
He didn't never say, we never spoke to each other at all until like 2 months before X died, bro. Like our first song was In My Mood. First time I talked to him was May of 2018.
I remember the nigga that was originally supposed to be In My Mood, and I'm gonna beat that nigga ass when I find him.
Oh yeah. The fucking that guy's name is still on the fucking file. When Six sent that to me, he was like, "Ignore dude's name." I'm like, okay, cool. Wasn't you supposed to be on it though? Didn't he was supposed to put you on it before me or something? It was the other guy, then you, then me, right?
Nah, the song that he put you on that I was supposed to be on was Celine. The song that the other dude was supposed to be on.
Bro, yeah. No, we should have all done that. That would have been a fire ass fucking blank. You know me? I
still think Alarm Clock is goated. That's still one of my favorite features of all time.
Bro, I'm trying to get Six to do Celine Part 2, and it hasn't happened yet. But if it does happen, you're gonna be on it, bro.
I want to do a Gucci Snakes 3, no cap.
Wow. And I promise that I'm gonna stop sending you so many fucking remixes.
Nah, I needed that Wi-Fi streamer remix.
No, I'm talking about for you to hop on, bro, because you and Six you and Six weren't the only ones, but you and Six was bitching hard. Like, bro, how come it's only the remixes that Dorian's on? I'm like, bro, allow it.
The thing is, now that I think about it, I think every song I sent you, with the exception of Murder and Lethal Weapon, they were all remixes of other songs. There was that one song that was like me, you, Dylan, and Easy.
Back to the rhyme.
I fucking hate. I was literally trying to avoid that title, that corny ass title. But
I have that whole tape. Dylan hates the fact that I have that tape too, bro. Like the way you just cringed, like I guarantee Dylan cringes like 3 times harder.
I just wish Dylan still rapped. I think Dylan and current me would make fire.
Me too, bro. Every time Dylan drops something, I'll hit him up and tell him how fire it is, and he'll be like, "No, bro, I think that shit's trash. I'm probably gonna delete that." I'm like, "Huh?"
Wow.
And man, every time I go on his page and I see that he drops some shit, I'll be thinking that like, oh, he finally dropped an actual song, and then it's just the beat. I'm like, the beat fine, nigga. Where are the vocals?
I did that the first 2 times he did his beat drops, and then every time I'm like, yeah, he's not coming back, because what he told me was he was quitting rap, but if he ever felt like he wanted to rap again, he was gonna do maybe a freestyle or something like that. So I'm waiting until I see like him do a freestyle, because I feel like if he does drop a rap again in any form, it's at least going to be on camera, you know, with a microphone, him freestyling to a beat. Like, we're going to actually know for sure before we click on it that it's not a beat.
I need to do a song with Ray, because he just sent me one like last week or 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, this nigga making music again, like he actually recording type shit.
Bro, like, I kid you not, me and Raymond have not done one song in 6 years.
How is Raymond, by the way? Haven't seen him in a while.
I fuck with him, bro. I went we hung out the other day. We went to Crystal's.
Oh, hell. Nice.
And that's the ass food.
You know, I sent him my little review that I did with those 2 guys back here in the basement, and he left me on red. So
yeah, he tend to do that. Like, me and him both, he was probably just like not in the mood to watch some shit that day, or maybe he was just busy. Who knows?
That's funny.
I be sitting there, I'm just like, damn, this nigga really has not dropped a song since. Damn. I want to think, but
Ever.
Yeah. Nah, because I'm
No,
thinking.
it was 2015, I believe.
The last time I seen Ray drop a song wasn't even his song. It was a feature that he did on Calypso.
Exactly. I was finna say that. The last time that a song dropped with him on it was mine. But the last time he dropped a song, I think was it was either Control or Fuck. He did a song that I forgot the name.
It was the second
down, yeah.
No, it was the second time.
I think Sit Down.
It was the second time he did Worldwide Shoppers. That was the last song that he did. Wait, nah. It was that on TMC this. I forgot what it was called, but I remember I was supposed to be on it.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, that was like 5 years ago. The only reason that me and Raymond haven't recorded together in so long is because I know if we make well, this is not why, because really the reason is we just haven't had the conversation. But in my head, I know that if we jump on some shit and I'm gonna be like, bro, this is hard, I'm finna put this out, he's gonna be like, no, I don't like it.
I'm almost sure like he was recording with you like a few months ago. He had sent me like a video of it. Either that or he was just there while you was recording.
I wasn't. No. The only reason that I was there was to because he knew the song was hard. He just wanted my ear to see if his performance was right. So yeah, I was helping him with that.
That man makes some fire ass beats. I'm not gonna hold you.
Makes fire ass everything, bro, and he just stays not dropping it, bro. Like that shit gets on my nerves, bro.
I just now realized that Ray.
It would have been fire if I'd have got him here, though. Bro, what do you think? What do you think it would have been like if he was in here? Because Danny be trying to get me to get him in here, and I want to, but I know he's not gonna do it.
I would be kicking him for not dropping nothing. I've been waiting for Ray to drop a song. What's his name?
Be like, you got to drop a song right after this live. Like, that's what you talking about.
I would have lied and would have been like, I'm gonna threaten to drop the warning shot if he don't drop nothing.
Wow.
Oh, bro, I remember all that. I don't have none of that. I don't have none of that no more, man. That sucks.
I wish you still had the beat for Left Hook because I wanted that shit.
Okay.
Man, he was supposed to. You remember when I dropped that song, Swing? I think it was called Swing, and I deleted it like after maybe not that long. Fucking, he was on that, but like right after 10 seconds before I go to upload it, he goes, "Yeah, cut my verse off, bro. I don't like it." Literally, right when I was uploading it, and I was like, "Fuck."
I just have the feeling that he came in that song all types of offbeat, and that's probably why he didn't like it.
You're right. You're right. I just liked it back then, because my thing with him back then, before he was really like good, was that he he was off beat and shit, but he was way better than Easy. Like he had good lyrics and shit, and he knew what he was doing. He just didn't necessarily know how to find the beat.
It's fairly easy to be better than Easy, no pun intended. That man did not reach the beat. I think there's only in my life I've ever heard 2 songs where Easy has ever actually been on beat. There's none of the songs.
I have a song where this motherfucker sends me a song maybe 2 nights ago, and he says Dr. Bullet doesn't want to be my friend because I sent him pictures of my penis.
Oh,
yeah, man, that shit gay as fuck.
Man.
But just imagine you chilling, you just finished smoking a blunt, you getting ready to eat, and you open Snapchat, and the first thing you see is some white pee-pee in your shit.
There you go. Yeah, you pretty much lost your appetite, I guess.
And then right after that, he started starting shit with 6, and I'm like, yeah, nah, now you really gotta go.
Yeah, no, bro. He be trying to talk shit about 6 to me in my DMs, and I'm just like, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Especially if you're not trying to come at that man yourself. Like, I'm not even trying to entertain that shit.
I'll never forget that man blocked both of us after that shit. I'm like, how you gonna block me for the shit that you started? You can't be trolling the wrong niggas like that.
He sends me a voice memo the other day. He goes, "Bro, tell me what Dr. Bullet's Facebook is, because I can't find him." I'm like, "Bro, you're probably not going to."
I don't even think he used
Still
Facebook.
refers to me as Dr. Bullet should let you know that I don't even have a Facebook number.
He doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Like he probably still thinks. I don't even know if he knew that you went by your real name.
Technically, I was about to say I don't, but like I go by my middle name instead of my first name. I don't get how it's too hard to pronounce Warwick. I really do not understand how you butcher that. It's literally the word Warwick, and people still fuck it up.
Yeah.
I'll be getting mad when people misspell my middle name too, but there is no A in Dorian.
That's funny.
It is not Dorian.
No. People sometimes. I was talking to this one dumbass bitch one day, and she started spelling my name like CIL. I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna block you now. Bye.
Wow.
I've never heard of nobody spelling Kyle like that, ever.
It was one girl. It was just one girl.
See, you said this dumbass bitch. I didn't even need to hear nothing else. I already agreed with you.
It's funny, bro. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Next question. Has anyone seen the popular television comedy The Office?
I don't watch The Office. No.
That's a weird ass show, but then I can't say nothing because I watch Friends. So.
Oh.
That's funny, bro. I don't be watching TV like that though.
But Friends is not funny, but it's like calming to my nerves. And while I watch it, I'll be like, bro, who sat there and wrote this? And I want to know how awkward it sounds about the laugh track and that shit.
It would sound pretty awkward, I imagine.
Bro, I like watching the old Drake and Josh videos and shit without the laugh track. That shit's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny because it's not funny.
Yeah.
I'll be watching. I think iCarly the weirdest one without the laugh track because it'd be like, bro, what the fuck do these niggas be talking about? Like, who sat there?
That's true. That's true. I don't be watching TV like that though, bro. Like the only thing that I watch is like on TV, like fucking Chappelle Show or Eastbound and Down, bro. Like then like shit like South Park. You feel me? Stuff like that.
If I'm watching TV, I'm either watching Bernie Mac or something on like Investigation Discovery. That's just interesting.
Oh god.
Yo, Bernie Mac was hard. Yeah, the Bernie Mac show was hard. He's like, I'm looking right at you, America. Like, goddamn.
Steve Harvey show not get enough credit as it deserves.
I do like Chappelle.
Nah. Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. That man never dropped the album.
Jamie Foxx's show was fire.
That man is like that man is the example of like the definition of wasted talent because that man could sing, but he could not put together a good album to save his life.
I didn't even listen to that. Has he only put out that one album? The one with the one that was in like 2010 or some shit?
There was Unpredictable. There was like I think it was called Institution or something like that, or Institutional, something like I don't remember what it was called, but there was Unpredictable. There was another one in between it, and then there was the one that had Fall for Your Type on it. I didn't like
that man literally only had like 2 songs that were genuinely his.
I would say Blame It, but since I have an obsession with the song I Love Your Girl, that's pretty much the only reason I like that song. Plus T-Pain is on it.
Hey.
Bro, T-Pain has not.
You know what's funny though about you? You stay sending me screenshots of when you're listening to Love Your Girl and shit. That was me when I was like fucking 10, bro. Like when that song came out, I used to listen to that song every day. Every
time me and my best friend in the car, that's like my go-to song because I don't know what it is about that song, but it's mad catchy. Then the Tory Lanez version of it was fire. And then I decided it's fuck Tory Lanez because who shoots a bitch in the foot in the middle of an argument?
Jeezy. I like the Jeezys.
I didn't care for the Jeezy version. Either that or I got so adjusted to the original, the Jeezy version didn't do nothing for me. Diablo said The Office is ass. He's not wrong.
The Office is kind of my new favorite thing now, so that's why I brought it up, but it's okay.
See, the only like I would talk shit about it, but I don't know if like I'm one of those types of people. Like I don't know if I don't like it. So if I don't watch something or if I don't listen to something, I'm not gonna be like shit sucks because I don't watch it. Like nah, like I really don't know. It could be fucking hilarious.
You gonna watch one episode of it and just be like, nah.
No, we watched 5 minutes of it. Oh, I saw 5 minutes of it and it sucks. Like really? No, that you have to watch the whole thing.
See, Diablo played the Eric Andre show. That shit fun. That shit funny as fuck.
The Eric Andre.
Yo, when Eric Andre, there's two Eric Andre interviews that are like my favorite, dog. There's Jack Black and I think T.I.
Anything with T.I. on it is automatically funny to me. I still want to know how the cat stayed on the side of his head like that.
And what in the dexterity of the perpetuism of the ventriloquism with the vernacular of the colloquialism?
But Diablo, this nigga said Mike Epps.
Word.
I'm trying to think. My favorite comedians got to be Mike Epps. Got to be in there, but like, nah, there's nobody.
What we want to do? Top 5 comedians? Because I can run them right now. I will run my top 5 comedians right now. Think it's a game.
Yeah,
there is nobody funnier than Bernie Mac. And after Bernie Mac is Chris Rock, then Steve Harvey, then Mike Epps, and then I forgot his name.
Okay,
his name,
Richard Pryor.
EK, what are they? Tell us.
Richard Pryor.
Damn, I forgot about him.
Okay, I'm gonna say, and y'all gonna hate some of these because a lot of the times when you do shit like this, it'd be like the old people that you name off and shit. But like, okay, for me, what'd you say?
You put Kevin Hart in your top 5. I swear to God.
No, he is pretty good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in no particular order: Chappelle, Richard Pryor, Chris Rock, Bernie Mac, for sure. Fuck, there's one that's like, goddamn, bro. Goddamn. Gary Owen, bro.
See, I'm not even gonna act like I know who that is. I've never heard of Gary Owen.
Wow.
The white guy with the predominantly black fan base. the white guy with a black. He's in every Kevin Hart movie. He's the white guy. You feel me?
See, when I think of white comedians, the only one I can think of off the top of my head is Jeff Dunham.
Huh.
And that's simply because he got Peanut Walter.
I really like Larry the Cable Guy used to be my guy, bro. Like the whole blue collar minus Ron White.
No.
You say Larry the Cable Guy, and the first thing that comes to my mind is Cars.
Yeah. He was the voice of one of the cars in that movie. Yeah.
Bro, that man don't need to do shit no more just off of Cars. Like he fucking did Cars and dipped, bro.
Now my 5 comedians, in no order. Jeff Dunham's one of them actually because I like his character's ventriloquism. Gilbert Gottfried.
Nice.
Let's see. Chris Rock is another one. I like his things. And
Fire.
I guess you could. I suppose Jerry Seinfeld. And another one would be.
Same.
See, I realized that when I watched Seinfeld, like his actual stand-up routine, I feel like that was his real life actual routine, and I'm like, this is not that funny to me.
Which one was the one that said the N-word? Was that wasn't Seinfeld? That was like Kramer or some shit, wasn't it?
Kramer. Yeah, that was Kramer. Yeah, a couple.
I don't care what the name of the show is. Kramer was the main character of Seinfeld.
No.
Kramer made that show what it was.
Yeah, but Kramer's career kind of got ruined after he had,
Bro. How did I forget about Cat Williams?
Because he got his ass beat.
You right. Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, both of them, bro. Eddie Murphy is the one I was
thinking about that I got stuck on.
Martin Lawrence's stand-ups were fire.
I watch Martin every day, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, I watch Martin every day, so I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh, he's got this stand up. I think it's called like Talking Shit or Talking All That Shit, something like that. But that motherfucker was going off like the whole thing, bro. Like you gotta pause it if you want to catch a breath from laughing so much, bro. Like Martin Lawrence, bro, he's slept on as a comedian, no doubt.
I agree. And then after that, I'm gonna just say the best comedians are the niggas in DJ Academics' comments. Them niggas are hilarious.
Wow.
No, I like the people in Dante's chat.
I'm counting Dante himself.
Yeah. Wow. Well, no. When Dante said, I didn't even know women had legs. I was like, bro, get out of here.
Wait, nah. The nigga that I showed you, Casher Quan, he a rapper, but like that nigga funny as shit. That is my favorite comedian, to be honest. That nigga
I hear his name all the time, but I don't like.
Then you will not be able to listen to a Casher Quan song and not laugh.
I'm already laughing shit.
I remember I sent you that one song where that nigga was like, niggas fucked up in the crib eating green beans. I'm like, nigga, why? Why you don't catch any part of the beat, but you always saying some hard ass shit?
No, I still listen to that song. I still listen to that song "Heavy" that you sent me like a couple years back. I can't remember the name of the guy, but I think the song's called "All Right," and the video is fucking fire, bro. Whoever did the editing snapped on that shit. It's like I'm winning or lose tonight. It's hard to live this type of life.
Kent Jones.
That shit hard, bro.
That nigga was signed to DJ Khaled and went absolutely nowhere.
Ace Hood has entered the chat.
See, he went somewhere and then his Rolex fell off or his wrist during the fucking interview or red carpet, whatever that was. And then he just,
that's literally what happened.
And then Bow Wow will talk about some. Hey, man,
his face fell off. That man's face fell off, and everybody got him the fuck out of here.
We're not gonna leave out Soulja Boy like this.
He said, trust the process. They was like, no, don't trust your dealer though. Your dealer fucking you over, Ace.
That man had to screw the bezel back on, bro. And I was trying so hard not to cry laughing. I was like, damn.
He said, no, I got this from nah.
Nah, there'll never be nothing funnier than the Soulja Boy interview. So I seen him and I shot him. Bow. Then you hear his chain faking together. Like, damn, nigga, the chain's fake too? The story fake and the chain's fake?
He said, I shot him and he screamed like a bitch. Ah, fuck. That's my favorite part.
It was just like, bro, that nigga had to have been leaning heavy during that interview. That man was literally tilted out the side of his seat. And I'm like, this nigga really not talking about nothing, but it's so fucking funny.
I'm convinced that Soulja Boy is just an ox when it comes to handling his lean intake, bro. That guy just don't seem to ever stop doing lean.
Lil Wayne has entered the chat.
Man, he has seizures and don't give a fuck what nobody's got to say. That man be having seizures and still sipping.
Bro, I kid you not, Six said that nigga literally is just dying in front of us. That man looks like he is decayed. Lil Wayne does not even look
wrong. I think he said the same thing to me. No, Six told me some shit the other day. He was like, bro, Wayne is literally hanging on to one dread. This is sad. I can't watch this. I was like, man, watch Wayne in like 5-10 years. He's probably going to end up looking like Coolio does now.
Oh, God.
I don't know about that nigga. That man had them two braids looking like Plankton.
I like the MK's review of Coolio.
MK funny as shit.
I still feel like Gangsta's Paradise is like the hardest rap song of all time. And don't at me.
I'm trying to think. Nah, hardest rap song of all time is No Vaseline.
The most lubricated rap song of all time.
I don't know what that beat is, but to me that's the hardest rap song of all time.
Wow.
Bro, whenever you leave Dre, you're only gonna step down on production. Like everybody is looking at Cube like, we know you finna have them beats, but we're gonna listen to what you got to say, bro. That man left Dre and made Jackin' for beats.
My God.
I still want to hear Dre and Mike Dean put synths together on the same song. That would be the best thing I ever heard. That shit probably sounds like transcending into heaven.
What did I tell you the other day? We was talking about random matchups, and I said somebody was Stevie Wonder, and somebody.
I think you said Dre and Stevie Wonder.
Dre, Stevie Wonder, and like two other people that were like randos, like random people.
Let me see if I can find that shit. Just casually
I want to say I might have said.
You said Travis, Dre, and Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, I need that.
I still want to hear Slow Jams produced by Dr. Dre instead. That's one of my favorite songs of all time. That Michael Jackson line will never not make me laugh.
Wow.
Me too. That was the first song that I ever learned how to rap fast.
The first song I learned how to rap fast was "Look at Me Now."
Hey, every time I come in, I gotta send it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta upload, then I gotta...
I was mad as shit when I first started doing that. I'm like, damn, I really bit my tongue in the middle of this. Wait, nah, it was Eminem's verse on "Forever," and then "Look at Me Now."
I bit the side of my jaw before trying to chop, and that shit hurted.
Wow.
I bit the side of my jaw when I originally did all caps because there was a faster part of my verse, and I'm like, yeah, nah, never mind, we're slowing this down.
I like the OG version of all cap. Like I have a like, you know how I be putting songs together and shit. I have like a fucking 10-minute version of all caps, which OG verse and your new verse.
I'm about to fuse that together with the verse of the version of the person that actually bought the beat, so I can't rebuy it to make part 2. So I need to hit up the producer to make a part 2 to the beat. That nigga actually snapped. That's one of the few people I hear that use the same beat as me. And I'm like, bro, this is actually kind of fire. I'm kind of mad.
Wasn't that Delta? Do you still get beats from him?
Delta has like 2 songs on Caine, so yeah.
Dope. I fuck with his production, like his shit. He just really knows what to do with his kicks.
That nigga's pianos be fire. That nigga be going stupid. I'll never forget, bro. When I dropped all caps, I'll never forget. I'm literally taking a test, and I hear somebody playing that on the speaker in the middle of the hallway. Somebody asks, what is that? I'm like, that was the first song I ever had that actually hit like 500 in less than 24 hours.
Damn.
And I think Marlboro was the second. I think Marlboro is still my most viewed song, and I'll be forgetting it exists.
Mars 50/50's fire. Fucking. I like that whole album, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I know you don't like Modeler and shit, but bro, I like Modeler. That shit fire.
That's the only song on that project that I don't like right now. To me, my favorite song off that project and my favorite song I've ever done is Hell on Earth 2.
Hell on Earth 2 is fire. That is fire.
There will never be another song that sounds like that.
That's the one, like, whenever I be saying, like, you heard the song, like, way before it came out when I said ordering a Sonic bumping DD Caine. Like, bro, that's the song that I be pulling up at Sonic too. Like, ain't no way I can't see. I be blasting that shit, bro.
That's the song that I be listening to when it's raining outside. That's like my go-to song. That and Bentley.
Wow.
Bro, when you dropped Stories of an Introvert, I had a hard time figuring out whether or not I liked The Origin better than Hell on Earth 2 or not. Like, I still can't decide.
Me, it's Hell on Earth 2 and then The Origin. The Origin is my favorite. To me, the last track is always my favorite track on every single one of my projects.
Yeah.
Besides ADHD, because I tied that with Metallica. That song is
good. Metallica was a dope ass song too. Yeah, I like Metallica.
Interesting.
So you said earlier that you really don't have no idea like what's going on as far as like the fucking status of 6'5", huh? Or was I damn?
All right, so look, it exists. It's just not called 6'5" anymore. I can't say what it's called, but it's not called 6'5" anymore.
Yeah, like I kind of thought I fucked a second ago with this, but no, I'll be hella talking to Sticks about that because we be talking about like our project, and I'll be like, bro, I want to hear y'all shit before we start working on our shit.
You already made the cover for it, so
Y'all made hella covers for it. I've seen like 3 of them, bro.
nah. Because before 6 5s, it was called Shalendo, and the original cover was literally a Tech 9 and just one Xanax bar in a red background.
God.
Diablo said, "I don't rap fast."
I want to hear Diablo rap fast. Diablo just get on the beat and just make that shit sound as demonic as possible, and I fuck with it.
Yeah, I can't see Diablo trying to chop for real like that. I feel like if he did try, it would be cool, but I just can't see it for real. Just because every song I like, because you know me, bro. I like technical rap, but when I hear Diablo shit, it's just like, bro, he is sliding right now. Like Life of Legit and the Mary Jane and Pain, and the other one, the Pain and Mary Jane, like all of that, bro. All of that shit off. It goes off.
Diablo the most slept on nigga in Orlando right now.
Bro, Diablo, I don't know if he wants me to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Whenever we did I Want It All, he was all like, bro, I kind of wanted to do more on the song and shit, right? I'm like, bro, you know we finna get some more shit done, bro. You know we finna do something. So like, he's basically, I know he's not trying to get necessarily like I don't want to say technical, but he's basically saying that he does want to turn up the volume just a little bit next time me and him do some shit together. He was like, I didn't know you was gonna do all that on your verse, because he didn't hear my verse before he did his verse.
I'm gonna end up giving him my old mic because I want to hear it like him with better quality. That nigga deserves better quality. Because the mic I gave him, I stole that shit. I don't know how I didn't get caught, but I stole that shit.
I'm sure he'll figure it out. Like he's got people like us to help him with that shit if he really needs it.
That nigga will somehow make the quality sound like it just fits the beat without even tweaking it the way like I would tweak the fucking volume.
I know, bro. Like he did that with Life of Legit. I was like, are those raw vocals, even though they don't sound bad?
There's 2 different versions of that. There's one that I mixed, and then there's the one that he just made, like he just put together. And I think he dropped the version that he put together instead.
Yeah, there's 2 versions that I wanted all, because like I kind of like tried to mix it really fucking fast, because I think I had some shit that night. I can't remember, but I sent it to Diablo, and he was like, that shit fire. And then the next day I'm like, I'm probably gonna drop this today. Blah blah blah, you know. And he goes, well I need my vocals a little bit. And so I'm like, all right, bet, what you need me to do? And he was basically just like, yeah, I just need like a little cleanup and shit. Make sure I'm not drowned out at some parts, and make sure I'm not too loud in some parts. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm like, I feel you, bro, because I did just kind of breeze through that shit like it wasn't shit. So I went through and did it again and snapped, bro. Like, bro, Diablo, I know you're watching this, bro. Like, thank you, dog. Like, thank you for doing that, bro. Because that song would have went out the way it was, it probably wouldn't have hit as hard as it does. No cap.
Diablo brought up "Don't Shoot the Deacon," and I forgot about that song. That's like,
oh wow,
that song is like the only song I have.
I don't remember any of the fucking lyrics.
One day, I'm gonna actually re-upload the version with rap on it because Diablo didn't like that shit. He was like, bro, he just got on the song and didn't make any type of sense with the actual song itself. The song is supposed to be about streets.
Are you telling me?
Start fucking.
Are you telling me that Rabbi pulled a ODB?
Rabbi pulled the EKwesco. That's what he did.
Okay, that makes sense.
He got on the beat and just started, you know what, I'm finna be horny, fuck that. Bro was mad because like the first line of the song is got a Glock 40 with a broom and I'm sweeping. This nigga said Didi got a 30. I'm like, bro, you had one job. You had one job. You took 10 calibers off.
That's funny, bro. That's funny. Yeah, that I do be hella shit like that though. Like I just be like, okay, cool, like 4 bars of the topic and then straight horniness. Like
alarm clock has entered the chat. Actually, no, you got him to be horny as fuck. We talking about my alarm clock was rifle. I pulled up an hour before I pulled out. I'm like, God damn it,
Well, I wanted to make it seem like I went and dipped to go like right after the alarm clock woke me up type shit. But obviously, if you're a regular listener and shit, you're not gonna make that connection. You're just gonna be listening to it. But yeah, like I try to at least have a little bit of thought in my nonsense.
To me, it was like, bro, you couldn't keep your dick in your pants for one song. That was it.
Nope.
And then me and Rad did like some reverse shit. He started rapping about being sentimental and shit. My first line of the song is, "I don't communicate. I'll put my dick in your face." That is literally how I started off the song. This nigga talking about being talking about trying to fuck.
That's crazy.
My bitch don't want me no more. She keep me out of like, bro.
I'm gonna find some way to fuse "Look at Me" with "Audi" by Smoke Perp because them shit sound like they're supposed to be the same song.
I was fucking baffled whenever I found out that that he did his own version of Chill Bill. I was like, what? When did this happen?
His own version of what?
Chill Bill. Wasn't he beefing with that guy? He was beefing with the guy that did that, right?
Yeah. Rob Stone.
Yeah. Fuck Rob Stone. Smack.
I'm still mad that I don't get it. You really beat a nigga ass and then you pull his pants down in the middle of the set. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. He had that coming, bro, because a nigga performing and you just gonna stand on the stage and mean mug, bro, the whole performance.
Reese has entered the chat.
That man stood there like this the whole performance. I'm like, you gotta move. That nigga took his pants.
Shit.
That's out for real.
Oh man, we've been on here for a fat minute, bro.
Wow, 90 minutes. That's longer than the last one. Shit, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's the longest I've ever sat still a day in my life.
Yeah.
Well, shit. You guys feel like you're ready to? Huh?
I'm just staring at my ADHD meds right now. Like, damn, do I even really need y'all right now?
Shit. How do y'all feel? Y'all about ready to wrap it up, or y'all want to keep going? I really don't care. I'm having fun.
I think we can wrap it up, but we definitely should do another one though.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. I fuck with this. Well, I appreciate everybody coming and watching. You can follow both of these guys. Fuck, I fucked it all up. You can follow both of these guys. Caine is Caine, I believe, everywhere. And Danny Lewis is on YouTube, Game Show Fan 2001. He posts some funny ass shit, game show related shit, classic type shit. And DD, he just be posting that fire. If you don't feel like listening to my lyrical miracle ass, go listen to his melodic ass and slightly lyrical miracle at times.
I can't pick one style, so I do everything.
All right. We appreciate y'all. Peace.
Please leave a comment and ask us questions for the next one and all that good stuff.